Hello and welcome to my live stream. So I haven't streamed in a couple days. I've been just a wee bit busy. Hopefully you guys don't mind. But yeah, I'm here to stream some more Star Ocean. And where we left off last time was in the sphere, and my puppy is already whining at me. Really, I'm trying to do a thing here, puppy. I can't reach that far. I can't reach that far. Well, give me a paw. Give me a. I hold your paw. Is that good? No? You're just being a silly puppy. You're just being a silly puppy. Sorry about that. Really now? You're just whooping and whining. Oh, I know. That's really. You both live such a hard life. I'm trying to. Lucy, I'm trying to do a thing here. You gotta be quiet. Yes, you two have to be quiet. Silly puppies. Silly puppies. Anyway, sorry about that. My puppies were being silly. I don't know what floor I'm on right now. But I did look up to see which floor had important stuff. So hopefully, depending on what floor I'm on right now, I can just kind of skip ahead, you know? Let's see, floor 13 is a floor that I need to go to. So I need 13, 16, 30, 15, 85. Those are the floors I need to search for now. The Silver Chalice. Awesome. Don't know what the Silver Chalice does. I do like the dimension door thing. No, this was just a room by itself. I don't get what these rooms are for. Again, I understand that they're here to be like something that you have to run through, but I don't really get it, to be honest. Yeah. Also, sorry if I sound tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
Dimension door!
Oh, this thing had a lot of MP on it. Hey, he leveled up. Empty, okay. Let's see, what do I have for skills? HP is max. The next thing that we get for him, I guess, is MP. For Cliff, I guess I'll do MP. So MP for everybody then.
Whatever, I could use a little sparring practice. What a waste of time.
Dimension door! Dimension door!
It's with the yawning so much, I guess I'm just a little bit tired. Where is the... Oh, I'll fight you.
Real fight! Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door!
You know what, I'm curious, how much have I used the dimension door? 379, interesting. It does 1104 HP every time I use it. Interesting. I should also use a mental enhancer for Cliff.
Dimension door! Dimension door!
Know your enemy before you.
Also, sorry if you hear any thumping or anything like that. My puppies are here and there, and they're being rambunctious. So the next thing is floor 16.
Dimension looks like an even match. Dimension door. Dimension door. Out of my way.
Fear of might. I'd have preferred a more worthy.
Yeah. And what I'm supposed to be finding here is a trading card for EX7.
Okay, guys.
Dimension door. Now see Dimension door.
was my fault.
Healing.
There we go. And then I will use Fireball.
Firebolt.
Oh,
I'd have preferred a more worthy
I was
opponent.
close.
It's an ambush!
Firebolt. 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 Healing. Firebolt.
Let's go down to the mental enhancer.
Firebolt. Firebolt.
Yeah, the reason I'm using Fireball is just to get it up, you know?
Firebolt.
Because why not?
I'd have preferred a more worthy.
I just want to be able to launch the Fireball that that shoots like a bunch of different ones. I know it's not that good, but oh well.
Oh, a real fight.
Yeah, these ones I don't really worry about it because they don't do like a bunch of hits all at once.
Door.
It's only the spider bots that I do. Because the spider bots can really hit. Let's just go this way.
Real fight. Dimension door. Dimension door. Dimension door. Dimension door.
Nice.
Bring it on. Spear of fight. Fireball. Healing. 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 Fireball. Fireball. Fireball.
Next time. So it looks like this room is just more or less just a dead end.
Dimension door. Eating. Round down. Dimension door.
Moron, know your
Okay.
Let's get this over with.
Dimension door!
Laser blast.
Dimension door!
Power up.
What's up? Dimension door! Spear of void! Now you see me? Spear of void! Dimension door! Dimension door! Take that! Healing!
Hey, they both leveled up. That is awesome. Yeah, it's an awesome possum. Yeah, max that out and just have to wait for a bit for you. Which is perfectly fine. Mental enhancer for you. Go down over here. Up back over here.
Oh, a real fight!
Worthy opponent.
Fireball!
And another mental enhancer.
Fireball! Hammer of fight! Fireball! Fireball!
I'd have preferred a
The reason why I'm standing far back as I can with the spiders there, it's so I don't lose the bonus that I'm building up.
Looks like an even match. Fireball!
I think I could be using better attacks, but I want to get my firebolt up. More mental enhancer.
Fireball!
I wonder what my fireball is at the moment. 603 mastery.
Looks like an even match. Door! Now you see me? Dimension door!
Moron.
Okay, hopefully soon I'll be getting the EXP one.
Let's do it.
Dimension!
No, the EXP one is the last one I'll be getting. Okay.
Dimension door! Dimension door! That was fun. Could use a little spark. Dimension door! Dimension door!
Hey, trading card EX7. A card showing young boy beaming with intelligence. Oh, that must be one of the that must be one of the characters for this game. The card showing a lonely warrior. Yeah, that is the one character. Yeah, that's in the one in this one as well. This is Claude. Emanating a holy light. Yeah, this is Claude from Star Ocean, the second story or the second evolution, whichever one that you may know it from. Showing from a light blowing in the wind. It looks like Nell. Although, I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember seeing a character like that in any other Star Ocean game so far. It might be a character in a game that I may have not have played yet. I don't know, but that could also be Nell. This one looks like a character just from this game. 16. Okay, yeah, so it looks like it's just maybe a recolored skin of Nell. Going around to Kevin Carter and the mysterious script. Perhaps someone who's seen it all will know what this is. Key to bar door or back door mine, okay. Program of character activating operating mechanical soldiers. Until it is installed, mechanical soldiers are no more than just bother them. Oh, okay. The compact communicator. Craftsman Guild. Thought to be fairly high level technology, but nothing else is known. Gravity key. Interesting. So I'm just looking to uninstall it. Program for deleting the execution was released into the Milky Way petition. Oh, interesting. Gold figure. Moonshot Conjuring Rogers Dead Sea Helium. Oh, okay. Super. Interesting. Sorry, I was having a little look down memory lane. Okay, so the next floor I want to go to is 30 apparently.
Dimension door! What's up? Dimension door! Hammer of might!
I'd have preferred a
Bring it on!
so I launch 4 fireballs at a time.
Firebolt! Firebolt! Firebolt!
Regrets.
Cliff is doing pretty well. Book of Prophecies 4. Details. A witch dipper, all your slaying. Is that a valuable? No. What is it then? Another item. Book of Prophecy Volume 2. Enemy lava members seen good. An according party not the Okay, not sure what this is going to be leading up to. But that was the thing I needed to grab here. So I need to go to floor 50 now. Yeah, there's another way out, so I have to go back this way.
Real fight! What's up? Dimension door! Dimension door!
I'd have preferred.
Real fight!
worthy opponent.
Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door! Spear of might! Healing! Pulverize you!
Hey, there we go. Another level up. Let's see, 112. Max out the MP. There we go. So now all I can focus on is attack and defense. Let's go this way.
You gotta be kidding!
Healing! Healing! Firebolt! 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 Firebolt!
Run down here.
I'd have preferred.
Okay, is there any way over? through here? No, that does not look like there is. Ooh. I did not see those.
Dimension door! Dimension door! Spear of might!
Know your enemy before you strike the...
That is... Oh, hello there.
Real
Let's
fight!
get this over with quickly.
Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door!
I'd have preferred...
Ooh, they're both close to leveling up. Awesome. So it has to be somewhere over here that I missed. Let's go this way.
Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door! Spear of might! That was fun!
Getting too strong, am I?
Yay, they leveled up.
Let's get this over with
Dimension
quickly.
door! Dimension door! Spear of might! Dimension door!
Pulverize you! Know your enemy before you strike...
Let's get this over with quickly.
Okay, do a heal.
Healing!
And some firebolts.
Firebolt! 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 Healing!
Let's run this way.
Firebolt!
Fight?
Yeah, as long as the main character doesn't get hit by the attacks, then my battle gauge will never get broken.
Dimension one! I won't hold anything back! What's that? Dimension door! Dimension door! What's that?
Yeah, that was very close to I could have lost it there. And my dogs are barking. They always bark. That one's empty. Let's focus on healing.
Healing! 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 Dimension door!
What am I at? Ooh, I'm like one battle away from leveling up. That's awesome.
A worthy opponent.
Let's give Cliff a mental enhancer.
Firebolt! Firebolt!
Come here, puppy. Come here, my puppy. Yes, you're a good puppy. Yes, you're a good puppy. Yes, you are. No, if you're gonna be in here, you gotta just be quiet, okay, puppy?
Firebolt!
That's a good.
Firebolt! Firebolt! Firebolt!
Too late for recruit.
Explosion? What is explosion? Interesting, I don't know what explosion is. Is it symbology? Oh, that's cool. I wonder if that's because I have Firebolt up pretty high. Let's see, 32, so 110 is the next one. Yeah, so this should be okay. I want to try explosion out. That sounds awesome.
Take that! Dimension door! Take that! Dimension door!
Amber.
Regrets.
Shut up. Oh, no, no. Bye. Oh, now look what you've done. You got your sister barking. That's silly puppies. They just want my attention is all. They want me to go to the living room and just give them attention and everything.
Let's get this over with quickly.
Damn it, come on, leave me alone. No, I didn't mean you, silly puppy.
Dimension door! Hammer of fight! Dimension door!
What are you growling at me for? What is yelling at me for? Puppies are so silly. 64, 120. There we go. So Maria and Fate both only need to work on their attack and defense. Ah, you silly puppies. I will be right back to figure out what my puppies want. Yeah, sorry about that. The hell? Why can I not hear anything? Oh, there we go. Somehow my headset went completely muted, and I don't know how. Not the microphone, but the headset that I'm listening to for the game audio and whatnot. For whatever reason, that one just turned itself down all the way, and I don't know why. Very weird. Oh well. Oh hey, here's the floor. Did I get what I needed to get here? Which was the Book of Prophecies 4. Yeah, so I do have the Book of Prophecies 4. The next floor is 50. I still want to try out that explosion.
Explosion!
That took a very long time.
Dimension door!
Moron.
It took a very long time for that thing to actually cast. And even after it casted it still took a minute for it to hit. That is a very slow fucking attack.
What a pain.
Could use a little sparring practice.
Yeah, so that explosion is gonna be more meant for the spider box.
Dimension door! That was easy.
And speaking of a spider box,
Bring it on! Healing! Explosion! 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 Explosion!
What a waste of time.
yeah, the explosion is a multi-hit thing it looks like though, so that's a good thing. And that one was empty.
Okay, guys, let's do it.
Dimension door!
Chain of 30. Interesting.
Dimension door!
Moron. Know your enemy before you...
Yeah, on number 2. And there goes my puppies barking again at nothing. Let's see, nothing there. Something here.
Looks like an even match. Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door! Fight!
You're wasting my time.
He warned. I won't hold anything back.
What's that?
Dimension door!
Hammer of might! Heard a more worthy opponent.
And this room was just a dead end.
Looks like an even match. Explosion! Explosion! Explosion!
I'd have preferred a worthy opponent.
Hey, he leveled up. $82. You know what? Let's put defense up a little bit. Basically, all I'm going to be doing is just doing like one defense, one attack for him.
door! Dimension door! Dimension door!
That was a fight?
No guard. Isn't that like a support thing? Yeah, it is. So 98 and 54. One more level and I can do something with both of them. And I was supposed to get trading card 8, and I don't think I have the trading card 8. No, I do not. But at least I found where the exit is. That is trading card 8. A card showing a young girl with skills in performance art. Oh, that's Pepita, but in a different outfit, and well, not necessarily a different outfit, but like a different color scheme. And the last place I have to go is 85. The reason why I'm skipping over so many floors is because most of these floors just have a dead chest. So basically like nothing.
Right, chill out, okay? What's that?
There's nothing in that chest. That was close.
Dimension door! What's up? Dimension door!
Waste of time. Let's go.
Yeah, that could have turned out very bad because I just kept getting hit by the attacks.
What? An attack from behind? Explosion! Explosion! Explosion!
Out of curiosity. 9, okay. So hopefully when I get this up more, it'll become faster to cast.
Okay, guys, let's do
Bring it on! Explosion! Explosion!
Too late for recruit.
Damn. Unfortunately my stuff is too full for that. Well, at least I have a new attack for the spiders.
Okay, guys, let's do
Bring
it.
it on! Dimension door!
Let's do
Looks
it.
like an even match. Dimension door!
No! You fuck! I was trying to run away from it too, and then fucking that pisses me right the fuck off. Oh, that. Now it's gonna be so hard to get that fucking thing back. All because the game wanted to be a dick.
I could use a little sparring. Dimension door! Dimension door! Now you see me? Now you go! Dimension door!
And because the game took my fucking
Dimension
battle gauge
door!
away, it's not gonna be even harder to fucking level up. I need a book of prophecies 3, which I don't think I've found yet. No, I have not found it yet, so I gotta keep looking. Fuck you, game.
Bring it on! Dimension door! Dimension door! Ha!
Rest.
Let's get this over with
Dimension
quickly.
door! Dimension door! Dimension door!
Yeah, I just noticed that I hit the one that hit me with the dimension door, and then it was able to withstand it and not actually flinch like everybody else does. Kind of peeved me off a little
Let's
bit.
get this over with quickly.
Explosion! 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 Explosion!
Moron.
Everybody leveled up on that one. Unusable. Mental. $39, 132, level you up. 87, level up your defense. Yeah, so I'll be leveling up Fate's defense as well. And then just going back and forth. And then, yeah, I'll be leveling up Field's defense as well. No, that's not what it was. I believe I came from over here. So I could either go down or I could come over here.
Dimension doors! What's that? Now you see me? Now you're done. Dimension doors! All right!
One thing I'll do off camera, won't be right away though, but one thing I will eventually do off camera is level up the rest of the party to be somewhat close to the level that the rest of the party is.
That was easy.
So like I'll try and get the party to at least level 40.
Give me a break.
Not good. Dimension door! Dimension door! Now you see me? Healing! Dimension door! Real fight!
Wait, I'll go easy on you.
Okay, more explosions.
This is gonna...
Explosion! Explosion! Explosion!
Let's find worthy opponents.
Hey, Book of Prophecies 3. What does it say? That Caves of all the luck. Interesting.
Okay, guys.
Dimension door!
I do wish that there was still the 4 characters
Spear of might! Dimension door!
like in the first 2 games.
It's the time. Let's go.
But oh well.
You wasted my time.
I could use a little spark. Well, take that! Dimension door! Dimension door! Now you see me? Spear of might! Hammer of might!
I'd have preferred a more worthy... You wasted my time.
Be warned, I won't hold you back. Dimension door! Spear of might! Dimension door! What's up? Healing! What's up? What's up?
an easy mental enhancer.
Firebolt!
Shoot a couple firebolts at it.
Firebolt!
Let's find worthy opponents. You've got to be kidding!
I let my guard down. Dimension door! I'm gonna pulverize you! Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door!
Preferred a more worthy opponent.
Real fight!
Worthy opponent.
Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door!
That was a fight?
So one thing I will do is I'll go up one level, then I'll go back down to the first floor.
No problem!
Well, not the first floor, but
Fool around.
to the last floor I was on to get items and healing and stuff like that. So I'll go up by a floor. And then I go all the way down to, I believe it was floor 5 apparently. Yeah, there we go. How was that a rear attack?
Behind?
Sneaky move.
Explosion! Explosion!
Okay. And then once I heal up and grab the items that I need and whatnot, I will go to the very top floor. Yes, I do need things. I'll take 2 of those. And 17 of those. So now after I defeat someone called Gabriel, I will have the option to go back and collect a bunch of different things. So I can collect a gold chalice, a valiant male, health plus berries, a puzzling scroll, a trading card 17. Don't I have 17? No, I have 16. So trading card 17, dragon leather, huge folio. Don't know what that is. A seraphic garb, a magi plus berries, another dragon leather, more valiant mail, defense plus berries, weighty folio, more dragon leather. So basically, almost like every other floor, so there's just a bunch of different things that you can grab. Okay. Alright. So now that I'm healed and I bought the important stuff, I will do a save. And then I shall go out and go to the top floor.
Okay, guys, let's do
Looks
it.
like an even match. Dimension door. Dimension door. Dimension door. Now you see me?
Worthy opponents next time.
Okay, so symbology. And all the way to the top floor.
Dimension door. What's that? Dimension door. Dimension door.
You wasted my time.
Dimension door. What's that?
Laser blast.
What's up? What's up? Dimension door.
Laser blast.
Now you die.
Moron.
Okay.
What's up? Pulverize you. Dimension door. Dimension door. What's up? Dimension door. Ta! Take that. Hammer. Yeah.
Laser blast. Worthy opponents next time.
You wasted my time.
Dimension door. Dimension door. Dimension door. Dimension door.
Know your enemy before you.
Okay, guys, let's do it.
I will do explosion. Really? I will do explosion.
Explosion.
Explosion again.
Explosion.
Explosion a third time.
Explosion.
And another explosion.
Explosion.
Explosions.
Explosion!
Even more. Ooh, nice. Symbology. Item. Usable. Mental. There we go.
Okay, guys, let's do
Bring it on.
Aiming to the...
Explosion! Explosion! Explosion!
Too late for regret.
Yeah.
What? An attack from behind?
What the fuck?
Dimension! 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 What's up? Dimension door!
Angel feather!
Dimension door! Dimension door!
So, Cliff and Maria are both level up.
A real
Let's get this over with quickly.
explosion!
Pulverize you!
Explosion!
Spear of might!
Explosion!
Use a mental enhancer.
Dimension door!
Spear of might!
All right!
Hey, they both level up. That is amazing. Let's see, 58 and 41. Neither of them can do anything. Dilapidated export. The fuck is this? Learn wing raid. Allows characters to automatically initiate counterattacks when their guard is up. Ooh. What do I have set their thing? Stun. Wide area. It's all around. Sure, let's do that. I don't really get the them to do any guard attacks anyway, so might as well use on that, right? making sure I got it all. I'm at 90%.
This will be the last time you mess with me.
Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door! Thanks for the help! Real fight!
Worthy opponent.
Dimension door! Explosion! 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 Hammer of might!
What is the explosion at right now? 39. Damn, that's gonna take a long time to get up there.
Real fight!
Worthy opponent.
Explosion! Dimension door! Dimension door! Healing! Healing!
I'd have preferred a more worthy opponent.
Yes, that way was a dead end. Hey, a save point. I will definitely save. I have no idea if this is gonna go well or not.
Here I go.
Bring it on! Hammer of might! Explosion! Explosion! Explosion!
Damn it.
Might!
Too late for
Hey, you leveled up again. What is it now? 74? No.
Looks like an even match. Explosion!
Awesome.
Gotta be kidding!
Okay, bad situation. Yeah.
Dimension door!
Yeah.
Dimension door!
Spear of might.
Dimension door!
What's that?
Yeah! Yeah!
Take that.
I hate the fact that they can shoot very fast. Celestial Pixie. I forget what that is. Shoots ball of light when attacking. Is that something I can put on an equipment slot? No.
Real fight!
I'll go easy.
Explosion! Explosion!
Awesome, awesome.
No problem! Now you see me?
Yeah.
Now you see me? Bring it on! Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door!
Spear of might. Know your enemy before.
Real
Let's
fight!
get this over with quickly.
Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door! Healing! Dimension door!
There we go.
Moron. Know your enemy.
do a heal. Do a save. I guess we're doing another heal. And then off we go. Continue event.
This way.
This way, that way, every way.
This is the only terminal in this building that can access the Milky Way right now. Get inside. I'll configure it from out here.
Okay, we're counting on you.
Thanks, Blair. We'll save the Eternal Sphere. Don't you worry.
You really saved the day. I think we can pull this off thanks to you. See you soon.
We won't forget your kindness. Leave the rest to us.
Hey, thanks. Sorry for all the trouble. We'll give it our best shot. Blair, thank you for all you've done. We'll never forget it.
Blair, thanks for everything.
Give it your best shot. Only you can save your own reality.
All right.
Farewell. Goodbye.
You know, I forgot she was with us.
Good luck.
These pests are everywhere.
You take care of the uninstaller, Sophia.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Sophia will leave the party temporarily. Switch combat members? No.
We'll take care of these things. A real fight! Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door!
There we go.
All right!
Continue the event.
Nothing yet, Sophia?
Sorry. Hold on a bit longer. I'm working on it.
Not again.
Okay, guys,
Looks like an even match. Healing!
No, I'm confused.
Know your enemy before you strike the first blow.
Oh, he leveled up. Awesome. Continue the event.
Done.
What's happening?
Sophie, you might wanna... Never mind.
Did that do it?
Is it over now, Fate?
I think so.
I wonder what happened to that owner guy.
Nothing to worry about now. Those irritating executioners are gone. It's over.
It's over. What a relief.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go home.
Okay.
What the?
What the hell's happening?
Just as we start to get some closer.
This is no ordinary earthquake.
What's going on? Does this mean it's not over yet?
I don't get it. You mean it's not over?
What is this?
Gotta be kidding.
I think they mean business.
Careful, people. I sense a power beyond anything we've faced so far.
The fuck is that thing? Almost looks like a heartless, to be honest.
Okay, guys.
Dimension, bring it on!
Hammer of fight!
Healing! Healing! Healing!
Hammer of fight! Hammer of fight!
Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door! Healing!
Angel feather.
That was kind of tough. Continue the event. What the fuck was that black thing?
That was close.
That wasn't good. It's smaller than before, but so much more powerful.
Everyone, can you hear me?
Blair?
Oh, good. You're all okay.
Blair, what in the world is going on?
We used the uninstaller, but it didn't get rid of the executioners.
That's just it. We've been tricked.
You mind filling us in?
What do you mean, tricked?
You're gonna tell us what's going on, right?
Yes. It seems the owner anticipated our move.
Anticipated?
That's right. The owner suspected that we'd use the uninstaller, so he prepared a security program. It was a special program set to activate only when the uninstaller was used.
That would explain that new executioner we just fought.
You already saw one?
Yeah, we just finished it off a minute ago.
You defeated it?
Yeah, but it was tough.
I see. So I guess you figured out that these convictors are different from the enforcers you've faced so far. They're smaller, but their combat parameters are set much higher. The galaxy is doomed if we don't do something.
Isn't there anything we can do?
The activation of the security program left traces in your dimension. In short, the owner is now within the Eternal Sphere.
Well, so what are we supposed to do about it?
I plan on explaining that to you too. You must go try to reason with the owner. I think the galaxy will be spared if you can get him to uninstall the security program.
Yes, but do you really think he'll listen?
If we need to uninstall the security program, we'll do it by force if necessary.
That's right.
The owner has probably entered into a discontiguous space he himself has created. You'll need a special ID or intervention device to go there.
A special ID?
To your eyes, it would appear to be a mysterious item that you don't know how to use. Your people call such things out-of-place artifacts, OPAs. We prepared them for use within the Eternal Sphere. I suppose you could call them debugging tools. They have immense power within the Eternal Sphere when used by someone who understands their potential.
So what do they actually look like?
They take many forms. Some are crystal cubes, while others appear to be strange devices. It all depends on the whim of their developer, and on the locations in which they are placed.
So you're saying now we have to search the galaxy for an object that could look like anything? There's no time for that. Game over, man.
Hold on a second. I'm going to search the database. I found one. The special ID in the Milky Way appears to be a silvery sphere. It does not have any special effect in particular, but it contains a great deal of energy. I think I can pinpoint its location. Just a second. I'm still looking.
A silver sphere?
Yes, that's what the data says. Oh, that star has already been annihilated. Other than that, oh, what a mess.
It's the one
Hey,
sphere.
Blair, by any chance, is it about this big?
Yes, just about that size. Why do you ask?
You've already found it.
Blair, it wouldn't be on Elacor 2, would it?
Elacor 2? Hold on, let me check. I found it! It is there!
Of course.
How did you know?
We've already seen it.
We were charged with protecting it while we were on Elacor. The people there call it the Sacred Orb.
I see. What a strange coincidence. You should be able to access the discontiguous space with that sacred orb.
Okay, everyone. We're off to Elacore.
Okay, but how do we get there?
Let's go.
And Sophia, when you find the sacred orb, you must touch it.
Why me?
The special IDs are devices originally placed in the Eternal Sphere for 4D beings to use. They are configured so that other beings cannot use them for their intended purpose. In short, it is useless to all of you except Sophia. Based on what I've seen so far, I think she's the only one who can use it.
Okay.
Once it reacts, think of me in your mind. Think of this place. That should enable you to get in contact with me again.
Okay, I'll try.
Be careful.
But how do we get there? Planet Styx. We've been here before in a previous game. In fact, I believe in multiple previous games. I believe in the first one, we come to Planet Styx to go back to Planet Roke, I believe it was called. And then after that, we use it to go, well, not the specific one, I don't think, but we use something that looks like a time gate to travel into the energy need, which I don't think it's this. I don't think this is the area, but it seems to be like the same gate essentially. Also, I have no idea where I'm going. Oh, okay, I guess. So yeah, this is, I think, maybe like the second or third time that we're using it.
What the hell?
Must have been that earthquake. This is just great.
I hope the shuttle's okay.
I thought the shuttle was only a one-way. But it's been so long, I'm not
Let's
sure.
be careful. Those things might show up again.
Oh, fuck.
An attack from behind?
Sneaky move.
Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door!
That was easy.
Yeah, that was actually kind of easy. Oh, oh. Wait, why are they there? I don't think that the executioner should be here, to be honest. Oh fuck. I don't want to deal with those. Oh.
Bring it on! Dimension door!
Let's see here.
Explosion!
Oh, fuck.
Could use a little sparring.
Dimension door! Now you see me? Spear of Might! Dimension door! Dimension door! Hammer of Might!
Moron.
Damn it.
An attack from behind?
Okay, bad situation.
Healing!
Dimension door! Dimension door! Now you see me? Now you don't! Dimension door! Dimension door! Ka! Ka! Dimension door! Hammer of Might!
Moron. Know your enemy before you strike the first blow.
Ooh, nice. He leveled up. Uh, 110. Let's level up defense. Let's level up your defense. And I gotta wait for you.
Whatever, be warned. I won't hold you back.
Dimension door! Dimension door! Dimension door! Spear of Might! Dimension door!
No way. I'm stuck. The game decided it wanted to put a tornado right underneath me. Ah, god damn you, game. Continue the event.
Now what do we do?
Well, this is certainly a problem.
Not it
We're
is.
in a pickle. That's for sure.
Any transmissions?
Hold on.
And we came so far.
Wait. I hear something. Marietta?
I got Maria on the communicator.
Marietta! Diplo, do you read me?
We read you, Captain. Mirage.
So, you're all okay. We were sure worried.
Yeah, when we lost contact with the Aqua Ellie, we didn't know what to think.
I see you guys made it too.
Yep, but it wasn't easy.
We'll leave the details for later. Can you come get us right away?
Roger.
Huh? What happened to the shuttle you took there?
We've been through a lot here too, you know? Sorry, but we don't have much time.
Right. We'll be there as fast as we can.
See you soon.
I'm counting on you.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Captain. We'll transport you up immediately.
I guess it's no voice acting. Mirage, take us to Elicor. Elicor? Roger. So I just figured something out from the data. When more than a certain number of executioners are confined to the same narrow space, time flows slower than usual. Maybe this is why the total number of executioners is so small. But even if that's true, I'm not sure that changes anything. The executioners continue their attack on the Milky Way while everyone was away in 4D space, but they all suddenly vanished just as we returned. Could be activated, they uninstall it. However, some minutes after they vanished, a new, more powerful type of executioner appeared. We suspect that this new model is using quadronium spheres as an internal power source. Anyway, Faye, I understand your frustration, but shouldn't you rest up a bit? There's not much you can do in Gravitic War. He's right, you won't have time to rest after you arrive. Besides, a trip to Elicor won't take very long anyway. Your way is so low if you don't get some rest now. Yeah, no, you and some too restless not to do something. I can't just stay and relax. Oh, one of those kind of guys, Well, he's really serious when he gets right down to it. No doubt about it. I know someone who can learn a lesson from you. That's somebody with me. It couldn't be me, could it? Nah. Was there anyone else? If you can't think of anyone else that might be, then I guess you're it. To tell the truth, I find it pretty hard to believe that you're the ultimate weapon that will save the galaxy. The first time I ever heard about you, they were saying that you were a biological weapon created by the Pan-Galactic Federation. In an attempt to control the universe. You actually sound like a pretty scary person, to be honest. But now that I've actually met you, you're more cute than scary. Hey, wait a minute. Appearances have nothing to do with it. I mean, you could tell how much power someone has by how they look. Wouldn't our leader have looked like some hideous monster? Now that I put it that way, I guess you're right. We better stop talking like this. Unless we're careful, Labor will hear about this. And know he'll be more than a little curious. Yeah, he'd go off like a volcano. He's incredibly sensitive when it comes to that sort of talk. Of course, the leader could hardly care less. Are you talking about Lever? What do you mean? Basically, all of us in Quark joined the organization because we agree with its philosophy. Lever, on the other hand, has another not-so-idealistic reason for hanging around. You must have some idea what I'm talking about, right? I guess I kinda see the picture. The thing is, he's got me wrong. I don't know anything about Maria. In fact, I didn't even know about myself until now. Somehow I don't think Liber will understand that. Nope, not a chance. He's not the type to understand logic. All he understands is his emotions. When it comes to the leader, he could care less about the facts. All that's important to him is the fact that our leader saw you as another person in the same situation as himself. At the very least, he felt a certain sense of kinship with you. Maybe affinity would be a better choice of words. Either way, you meant something special to her. That alone is enough to set him off. There's nothing worse than no jealousy, if you ask me. Well, sure, it's not a very pretty sight to behold. If you ask me, female jealousy can get just as ugly. It may seem simple, but finding the correct answer is harder than you might think. Man, interpersonal relationships are such a pain. They really are. I can't believe how Liber keeps going after her. Why won't he just give up? I can never do that myself. It hit or hurt too much. Relationships can hurt quite a bit. I don't mean to oppose the Pan-Galactic Federation systems. I just wish they would stop acting like their way is a way of righteousness. Lots of governments take issue with this attitude. You know, I started out saying that I don't mean to oppose Federation systems, but I guess I'm completely against it now that I think about it. it's been a while since I have had a conference, come to think of it. I guess I haven't been much time to get back and talk things over lately. Not really. I looked around to see if I could find something you could use. There's no reasonably priced items left. I'll look a little more, but don't get your hopes up too high. So, I guess he was the one that sold me stuff, but he doesn't have anything. Maybe it's too late to matter, but they completed the analysis of that light that destroyed the Vendini battleship. According to the result of this analysis, that phenomenon was a direct result of space within the range of effect literally being deleted for one moment. We were fueled into thinking it was some kind of beam weapon because a part of the annihilated space was converted into heat and light. Anyways, that's what they found out. To be honest, I didn't believe it myself at first, but when you think about the fact that the inhabitants of 4D space created our universe, it starts to make sense. Reading you people is very difficult since there is no information for some of the DNA in the database. Try not to injure yourself, okay? I should mention one more thing. Pure-blooded Clausians are the only exception. Cliff can get as many injuries as you want. He's so easy to treat. Oh, that is hilarious. Okay, so that's the transporter. Time to go downstairs. Anyway, have a look. You may find this entertaining. I guess it doesn't matter anyway. It's pretty obvious how this will turn out. If Lieber opens that door on his own strength, I'll give you 1,000,000-fold. Anybody over there? There's one person over here. This is our lucky day. No, that's not it. Oh, hello, Lieber. Don't hold back. Come into my arms and cry your heart out. No, that's not good. She's not like that at all. I just can't think of the right word. How long have you been there? What? What's so funny? You got no business here, scrap. To be honest, I hated the professor and his team. I was even jealous of you guys. What a fool I was. I wish I had a chance to really talk things over just once. Private room. Hey, Faye, you've been to Planet Ellico before, right? What's it like that? For instance, well, what color does it remind you of most? Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Is the Planet Ellico 2 will going to one of those bold reddish kind of places? Or is it relaxing light green color? When I hear the name Eliocor, it sounds like a refreshing shade of aqua. Sometimes I get so worried, I just don't know what to do. I wonder if maybe we're going to be too late. Hopefully it's just my nerves getting to me. Hey babe, there's still time. I'm sure everything will be okay. Yeah, hopefully things are okay. I'm sorry about like to be left alone now. Can't let anyone see me like this. Aww. Poor lady. If the people living in 4D space really are what we call gods in our universe, then I guess we better not make fun of religion after all. At least I was right about one thing. All Those high and mighty guys are nothing but self-serving jerks. If people... Okay, yeah, so this is the same thing. Steeds. Levers. Lancer. I cannot believe that the Sacred Orm was actually from 4D space, but if this is true, who was the emissary of Apris that entrusted the orb to Servia 1? There must have been some connection between the founding of the Church of Apris and the 4D being. Consider that our ancestors would have worshipped them as gods had they been shown that much power. I don't like to think about it, but I can't deny it. I guess it's bad time to talk to him. Don't blame me if Leela hates you for this. Nah, he hates me all the time, so it doesn't matter. I can't believe how Lisa keeps going after her. Why won't you just give something? Yeah. That answers harder than you think. Yeah. Now that the problem is this big, there's really nothing I can do to help. Of course, I'm not looking for the kind of trouble it would be my responsibility to deal with. You understand? I don't think there was anything in here. Alright. He was the only one in here and doesn't have anything for me. Maybe it's too late to matter. Yeah. Everyone but Cliff thinks I guess so. Cliff should be fine unless he dies, so he has nothing to worry about. Damn. I did do a save, right? Yep. Perhaps should we could lure a large number of executioners to the same place, increase time, thereby halt the tracks. The only problem with that, she's going to lure them out now. Go ahead, continue then.
Ah, Faith. We'll arrive at Elicor 2 soon. You're ready, right? Then let's head to the transporter room.
Huh? Did you say let's? Mirage, don't tell me you're planning on coming too.
That's right. There's nothing else I can do here on the Diplo anyway.
It's too dangerous. We could be killed at any time.
Are you worried about me? Please don't. I'll be fine. I know I don't look like much, but I can fend for myself. I'm the one who taught Maria how to fight, you know. If you're still worried about me, talk to Cliff. I don't think he'll try and stop me.
Looks like Elicor 2 is still alright. That makes sense. The engineers should have attacking planets with advanced technology first. Yeah, I don't know why they were attacking the advanced ones first. I'm counting on you. I can count on you, right? Yes, you can. What, I have to stay back in the ship again? Give me a break. Hey, we like to get out there and bust some heads sometimes too, you know? Let me help you next time. You can rely on me. I don't mean to... Oh, okay, yeah, you're just saying the same thing. What a lovely mess. Leader, I hope you can sell this, so... Happy endings anyways, okay? Give me a pass so I can tell my children I was here with you on this day. I'll pray to the Queen of the Night Flower that everything turns out okay. For whatever reason, we seem to have some kind of connection with this planet, don't we? I mean, this is the third time we've come here. I mean, you're not wrong. USA. Marietta, good luck everyone. Private room empty. Private room empty. Marietta's room empty. Roger's room empty. Maria's room is empty. I just want to make sure I got all the other dialogue. Left room is empty. Steve's room is empty. Lieber. Cliff and Lita, I believe in you. There's no way you'll lose to those guys. Leave the ship to me. I'll keep it safe no matter what happens until Lita comes home safe. And Cara's room. And Trevor's room. Okay, off we go.
Let's go to Aquios.
Ursa Fields. Oh, it's this area, okay. You know what? I could actually do some inventing here. Well, maybe not here per se. The lights are pixeled out. Don't know why. Continue the event. No dialogue? Okay. Well, what a pleasant surprise this is. We never truly expected to see you again. Your Majesty, I believe that strange winged beings have been spotted here on Eliocor as well. Yes, this is true. We are currently working with Ediglyph to find some solution. However, this battle is not going well. That is why we have returned to Eliocor. Please explain. Yes, Your Majesty. We are trying to defeat those small angels, those convictors, at the source. To do this, we have to borrow the Aquaria's treasure, the sacred orb. The orb? Impossible. Silence, LaSalle. Wait, Will lending you the orb allow you to defeat these beings? Yes, we will not fail. We have no choice but to ask for your help once again. We have suffered defeat after defeat to these monsters. Farewell, Fate, we will lend you the orb. Thank you very much, Your Majesty. We are depending on you. Awesome. Oh, I guess that's not the way. Down into the secret passage. Ooh, that's red. Yeah.
Give me break.
Not good. Dimension door. Dimension door. Hammer and fight.
Power up!
Now you see me?
Beaming device!
Well, I'm still able to do a decent amount of damage. Although they're able to do a decent amount of damage to me as well.
Dimension door. Dimension door.
Power up!
Dimension door. Healing. Healing. Sphere of Might. Dimension door. Sphere of Might.
Know your enemy before you.
There we go. That way it's locked. I will do a no, not a load. I will do a save. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to leave the stream here. So, sorry about that. I know that you guys probably wanted to see more and all that, but I just don't really have the energy to stream all that much and often, unfortunately. I will try to stream very soon again, though. So if you guys have enjoyed this, consider giving me a follow. If not, that's okay. And for the people that will watch this on YouTube eventually, if you liked it, consider giving it a like and subscribe. Again, if not, that's okay. And I will see you all next time. Bye bye.